Okay, I'm going to call the meeting to order. Roll call. Marshall here.
Zarnecki here.
Segala here.
Okay, approval of minutes from June 10th, 2025.
Segala seconds.
Roll call. Marshall, aye.
Zarnecki, aye.
Segala aye.
Motion passed. Information review of common council actions related to public works and capital assets.
I will take that one. Nothing specific on what the item's actually asking for, but I will say number 11, the engineering department has requested that we hold that item once more to the August meeting. So when we get to that, just know that that will be the recommended motion. They're still working with the police department on that one for the 2-hour parking signs. Yep.
All right. Number 5, consider a motion to authorize utility engineer to approve a change order number 2 with Mid-City Corporation on the Drexel Lift Station project with an expense of $5,422.50.
Well, there's a couple of items included in this change order. One, a credit, and two, that are added to the contract. We can kind of see those that were in there. We'd used a substitute backflow prevention valve on the storm lift station. Then we did chemical injection or grout injection to do some I&I on one of the pipes there. And lastly, the cellular modem alarm. The contractor used this during construction. We're now taking it over, if you will. We're renting it as well to provide those alarms while we're waiting for the fiber optic to get installed. It likely is going to go on for at least another month, so we'll probably see another $1,000 bill coming next month. Told that the railroad will approve the permit in days. So it's been quite a while, but we'll see how that goes. Yes, there'll be some punch list work. There'll be some retainage that we're still holding until the project gets fully up and running. But it's running now and it's functioning correctly, and we're happy with what's been done there. Few little odds and ends. Close.
All right, can I have a motion on number 5?
Segala moves to authorize the utility engineer to approve change order number 2 with Mid-City Corporation on the Drexel Lift Station project with an expense of $5,422.50.
Zarnecki will second.
Roll call. Marshall, aye.
Zarnecki, aye.
Segala aye.
All right, number 6, consider a motion to authorize a utility engineer to approve change order number 2 with A.W. Oaks and Son on the Putes and Liberty Waterway Relay Project with an expense of $6,167.13.
So this change order is for the Putes and Liberty roundabout that's being installed. A bit of water main and hydrant had to get moved for that project. That work is all done. On the restoration side of it, it was determined that if we put in temporary concrete now, it'll be cheaper, and then we can eliminate the permanent asphalt restoration that was included in the contract, and that's what this is covering. So it includes the addition, the $6,000 is the addition of the temporary concrete. What you don't exactly see is the bid item that will not be paid, and that's that asphalt restoration portion. So when the contract is fully completed, that will just not, those unit prices, or
Which is
units for that will be
9,000,
zero.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So it ends up being a reduction in cost of $2,800.
Questions? Comments? Can I have a motion on number 6?
Zarnecki will move to authorize the utility engineer to approve change order number 2 with A.W. Oaks and Son on the Putes Liberty Water Relay Project with an expense of $6,167.13.
Roll call. Marshall, aye.
Zarnecki, aye.
Segala aye.
Okay, number 7, consider a motion to authorize a utility engineer to purchase radio equipment from E2E for the remote station radio replacement project with an expense of $11,514.25.
We have two radio systems that we operate. Generically, we would call it the Airmux system, and then we have a CalAmp system. Those just happen to be the brands of the radios. But the radios, the Airmux system operates from the treatment plant out to our towers, from our towers out to our pump stations. They provide the higher bandwidth connection so we can run our video across that as well. Those were, as it's shown here, 12 to 15 years old, well past their useful life. We have replaced one set that failed on us. We were having more consistent problems with connectivity of them, and we saw a huge improvement when we replaced, on the 900 megahertz side, when we replaced some of those radios with newer technology radios. Huge, we don't have any dropouts on that, so we're hoping newer technology here is going to help us out as well. But this is just really what I would consider sort of normal replacement. Between 5 to 7 years, you ought to be considering replacing this equipment anyhow. So we do have funding for it, have had for actually quite a while. So we're finally moving forward.
So with the one that failed and you had to replace it, did it come from the E2E people?
We did not. We were not
Okay.
working with them at the time.
All right. I just wondered if that would be, since it worked so well, the new replacement.
Same brand though. It'll
Oh,
be
it's the same brand.
Yeah, the same brand radio.
It's just a
this is just a
different-
different supplier.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay,
And
so
we've been working with the supplier really for two reasons. One is they've been very competent, very responsive, but that's the second one is that they've been responsive. Number of the other vendors we just don't hear back from.
Okay. So the vendor is good and the radios were the same as the ones that you've replaced
Yes.
already that are working so well?
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, can I have a motion on number 7?
Sigali seconds.
Roll call, Marshall, aye.
Zarnecki, aye.
Sigali, aye.
So moved. Number 8, consider a motion to enter in an agreement with J&W Instruments for the purchase of 6 filter rate controllers in the amount of $13,700.
So the filter rate controllers at the treatment plant, they allow us to operate the electronic or automated valves on the filters. Those have been failing for some time. We've sent them out to get repaired, and having no success there, we can't get them any longer to be repaired. The problem is the buttons are wearing out, so we can't use them or control them. We've tried to get sort of direct replacements, and the issue there is they don't link together with our SCADA system. We've had our SCADA programmer working on that, so this ultimately has boiled down to be the solution. Turns out they're a whole lot cheaper than what we were anticipating for the other product replacement. So that's great. 6 is what we're going to do now. We need about 20 ultimately, but because of the struggles we've had on getting it connected and integrated into our system, we want to start with 6 and see how they work. We're confident they will work well, but we want to just take that sort of baby step and make sure that they work well, and then we'll come back and replace the rest of them. Some filters, all the filters currently have 2 rate controllers on. Most of the filters will go to a 1 rate controller system. This can handle both channels. So some of them, the influent may be failed, but the effluent is still functioning, so we'll leave that one for a while. You can see that this will be a replacement ultimately of all 14 filters.
Do you plan for it to be like this first 6 filters and then if we see good results there, we'll do all of the rest? Or do you see a
Yes.
3-phase, how many phases?
I see just 2 phases.
2
I see
phases.
this is sort of a proof of concept to make sure that the promises we were given were accurate and that they function correctly. After that, we'll just go ahead and do the rest. We actually contemplated, because of the price and because we're very confident they're going to work, of ordering them all now. Yeah, you know what? We've been there before. Let's just take a little step.
Questions? Can I have a motion?
Zarnecki will move to enter into an agreement with J&W Instruments Incorporated for the purchase of 6 filter rate controllers in the amount of $13,700.
Sigali seconds.
Roll call, Marshall, aye.
Zarnecki, aye.
Sigali, aye.
Item number 9, consider a motion to approve the utility vouchers in the amount of $800,680.65. Sorry.
So this one's a little higher than we've seen in the past, the past recent several months anyhow. But it's a reflection of our projects that are now being paid out. We're getting going on those. So that's a good thing.
That is $1,008,680.65.
Sorry.
No,
Yes,
just to make
that's
sure.
correct.
Just to be clear.
Sigali moves to approve the utility vouchers in the amount of $1,008,680.
Roll call. Marshall, aye.
Zarnecki, aye.
Sigali, aye.
Thank you for the correction. Number 9, administrative and operational reports.
I don't have a whole lot on the administrative report. I just would draw notice to the industrial that's significantly down from last year. That's We Energies primarily. That is down, although we've had a few other customers up and down there a little bit. But we do see some pretty good growth in the residential and the commercial yet. Overall, our year-to-date sales is down, but we're starting to see more flows going on in the pipeline now. So we're hoping we're still going to have a decent year, even though it's been down here for a little bit. And that's reflected both on the administrative report as well as the plan report. Really shows the same changes there. Other than that, I guess I just draw a highlight to the picture of our competition team there. Jenny and Amy did a fantastic job at ACE in Denver with their hydrant competition. Steve is their coach standing in the middle there. So I'm very proud of the work that they did there.
Thank you for representing Oak Creek well.
Yeah, absolutely. They did a fantastic job.
All right, then item number 11, consider a motion to approve the installation of 2-hour parking signs on West Oakwood Road adjacent to the Oakwood Rest Cemetery at 2220 West Oakwood Road.
Sigali moves at the request of engineering to table this item until the August meeting.
Roll call. Marshall, aye.
Zarnecki, aye.
Sigali, aye.
Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Sigali seconds.
Roll call. Marshall, aye.
Zarnecki, aye.
Sigali, aye.
Meeting adjourned.